This morning we saw the release of a report by Labour MP Jon Trickett titled The Nature of Wealth in Britain. In it, Jon sets out ahead of next week's budget the case for a wealth tax, how it could be used to rebalance our increasingly unequal society, and how it could raise £500 billion. The biggest problem with how people are taxed in the UK is, as Jon has identified, because we tax earnings and not incomes. People who go out to work and earn a wage are taxed proportionately much more heavily than people who gain incomes through other means, typically wealthier people who may collect rental income, dividends, investment incomes, and with that comes certain tax loopholes and exemptions. It's little wonder that we now have more billionaires than ever before, and that the richest 250 people in the UK have, over the course of the pandemic, seen their personal wealth rise by more than £100 billion. Meanwhile, we've seen 11 million people furloughed, 14 million living in poverty, 33% increase in food bank use, there now being more of them than branches of McDonald's, and the Tories, despite all this, have seen fit to hike national insurance, cut universal credit, and claim they've had to do it to balance the books, all whilst announcing a £900 million tax break for bankers. I wonder, is that fair, and what can we do? Well, Jon has a few ideas, and it comes down to finally demanding those with the most pay their share. A one-off 5% wealth tax on incomes, not earnings, but incomes. We must acknowledge and hammer home the difference, so covering all means of bringing in money on income over £500,000. That would raise in one go £260 billion, an incredible amount, but there's more. A second one-off wealth tax graduated on incomes over £2 million, the very wealthiest, in other words, raising a further £198 billion. An annual wealth tax on that same amount would raise a further £22.5 billion every year, and that's effectively the same 20% tax rate basic income taxpayers pay. So why should they not pay it? If we tax dividend payments to shareholders in the same way, that's £37 billion over 5 years. Do the same to capital gains tax, that's £90 billion over the same period. You close tax loopholes and probably clamp down on tax evasion, that's another £145 billion. We're totting up some huge sums here that the Tory government just won't consider touching. You might be thinking, well, why aren't we doing this already? Why can they get away with avoiding paying tax like I do? And it's because they've been allowed to. It's time we stopped taxing earnings and started taxing incomes, because there's a world of difference, and doing so can raise the funding we need and redress the inequality on show in this country. We should all be demanding this change. Jon Trickett is leading the charge.